We are live. We have our very successful student here. She is one of our clients inside of the Elite Nurse to Coach Academy. This is Jennifer. Thank you so much
Hi.
for being here, Jennifer.
Hi.
Awesome.
Thank you for
So,
having me.
yeah, so Jennifer is an Ayurvedic and homeopathy coach. She does holistic health and she's incredible and just killing it. So we're so excited to hear from you today, Jennifer. Can you tell us a little bit more about you and your background?
Yeah, absolutely. So I started out right out of high school being interested in natural health and became a massage therapist and started studying nutrition, became a personal trainer, and then eventually got into homeopathy, became an RN, fell in love with Ayurveda, and it just got lots of different education certifications and started really being drawn away from the hospital and wanting to turn it into a holistic coaching business. So that's kind of my background.
Amazing. Yeah, it's so cool to see all of the training, the education that you have, and all the different directions that you've gone and how successful you've been with everything. It's just so cool to hear. And we'd love to hear when we first started working together. I'd love to hear kind of where you were at and where you wanted to go.
Wow. So I had this burning in my heart. And it's true calling. I knew that was there, but trying to put it into an actionable plan was a little overwhelming for me. I'm a Vata type. So in Ayurveda, that just means I've got a lot of energy, but it can be shifty. And also, I wasn't very good with like the tech part of it. I was never on Facebook, never really knew how to post anything. So again, we don't we don't manifest our dreams in our basement, right? So I just needed to figure out how to get myself out there and how to show the world what I can offer. I was working with clients one-on-one, kind of privately, but word of mouth won't take you very far, particularly in a rural town. So started in that place of knowing I could do it, but not knowing how to actualize the steps. So
Yeah. Yeah. So not really knowing exactly how to actualize the steps and put things in motion and have like an actionable plan. And also with like the tech and social media and all of that. Perfect. And we'd love to hear what you've accomplished so far.
wow. Okay. Well, so since starting the with you about a year ago, I developed my own website. I built it myself from the ground up. I kind of built my own brand, created my own logo, and started really incorporating that. I went from having 0 people in a Facebook group starting in December to now almost 800. I'm sorry, not the group on my friends list. I had 0 friends because I had to open up a whole new Facebook profile. It was crazy. Anyways, that was a fight with Facebook. But so from 0 to 800 since December, and then grown a group up to almost 170. From there, I learned how to start email marketing. I started my own newsletter, growing that email list. Oh my gosh, I developed all these programs on Practice Better. I made my signature program first, and then I just like with all these different modalities, I know I had kind of gave birth to iterations of that program so that if people needed more of the homeopathy, we could go this route. And if they needed more of the Ayurveda, we could go that route. And so I became like a master on Practice Better and just started signing clients left and right to the point that I got to a place at the end of the summer. I was like, I can't take any more clients. So just it's just been a blessing of gratitude upon gratitude and blessing upon blessing. So I also got really proficient in being able to make stuff on Canva. That's been really helpful for not only my free group on Facebook, to educate my people, but also to have these resources to give to clients when they're trying to figure out how do I actualize Ayurveda and how do I use homeopathy. So all these platforms that used to intimidate me, I'm like, let me give a tutorial now. Maybe I can start a new business on YouTube doing that. So I'm just kidding, but
I
so
love it.
it's really been good.
Yeah, that's incredible. It's so cool to see everything that you've created, all the work, the effort that you've put in, and just all the ways that you've grown and how you've been able to piece everything together and be able to sign clients. This is so awesome. And we'd love to hear any hesitations you had before joining the academy.
Oh, like a list. I think it's really hard when you're a giver type and maybe even a frugal type. But you combine those two as a female giver, frugal woman, and you're like, can I really spend the money, to an investment in yourself? And that's really what it is when you hire a coach, whatever kind of coach you're hiring. And so I did have some trepidation about that in the beginning. I luckily conquered that pretty quickly. And then I was also concerned, being that I'm working on my master's degree program in Ayurveda to be a practitioner. And also through this year with you, I have completed another holistic Ayurvedic coaching certification. So I was doing like three schools, plus my business, plus I have a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old and a needy husband. And so, I was a little concerned about, am I going to have enough time with all the things I have going on to be able to even do this? But it's amazing how, God has given that, and also the energy that comes from knowing that you're aligned with your purpose
Yes.
and that you have answered that call and you're actually taking the steps. I sleep better, which means I need less sleep. I'm up at 5 a.m. and I like have this drive to get back to my business. And also, when you do what you love, you don't ever work. I'm
Right.
just doing my hobby when I'm
Yeah.
creating content for my business. It's just fabulous. So those trepidations were quickly squashed, after starting the program and feeling the energy that just pervades.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's so incredible. I love the way that you put it because it's so true, right? When we really step into our calling and we get into alignment with what we're here to do on this earth and our purpose, like it just shines and it's just easy because it feels like a hobby, right? It doesn't feel like work at all when we're living our passion. And you're able to get so much more done because you're just so motivated and so excited about what you're doing. And that's exactly how I feel. And so many coaches in the academy as well. It's just finally stepping into living that calling and that purpose that we have in our hearts. It just gives us so much energy. So I love that you shared that. Thank you so much. And
Yeah.
we'd love to hear, yeah, we'd love to hear more of the results that you've had during our work together and specific things that you've created.
Like programs and things like that I've created. Is that kind of what you mean? Or
Um, so you talked a lot about like the different programs that you have set up. You've created several offers. You have signed multiple clients. You have learned Canva. You've grown your audience. So it's so cool to see all the sales and marketing that you have accomplished. So yeah, we'd love to hear about your program. Can you tell us more about your coaching?
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I with the homeopathy and Ayurveda, it's a lot. They're all deep sciences. I have a holistic program where you kind of learn a little bit about all these things. I have another program where we focus solely on homeopathy and like really take you from not knowing how, still having to rely on Tylenol and ibuprofen and allergy meds, to being able to get rid of all that and use only homeopathy in your home and use it for your family's ailments and everything like that. And we in my holistic program, there's a fitness and nutrition component. It's like basically what I've also kind of done is been able to customize my programs individually. So I don't even want to tell you, Heather, how many different modules in Practice Better. It's like a buffet. And I have like probably 5 different iterations of each module that has a little more of this or a little more of that. So when I get a new client and I really deeply listen to what this person needs, they get a customized program with me. And so it's just, that's really where my heart is. And that's what I love about the flexibility of the way you taught us is, you know, everybody's program is going to look a little different, and we're always encouraged to follow our own passion and heart about that. And that's what I did. So I have kind of tailor made my own way here, and my clients are just really kicking butt. I've had so many good outcomes, things that have come up with clients that we didn't sign for. Like I had a client that she came back with some really bad lab values after our first coaching call, and she's like, I know that you didn't promise you could help with this, but do you have any suggestions? And I'm like, let's try this, and this. And then she had everything rechecked, and Everything had improved, A1C, liver enzymes, all kinds of stuff. So just watching the measures that we can take and seeing it give results, it's just like, it's just the gift from God to have this happen. So yeah, it's been absolutely wonderful.
Oh, that's amazing. I love it. It's so cool to see our clients transform and just watching them get results and have their lives change right in front of our eyes. It's seriously so rewarding and so incredibly transformative, not only for them, but for us too. So I love that you're,
I just had a call too. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I just had a call with somebody the other day, and within the first like 3 weeks of her program, she came down 10 pounds. And so
wow.
she has a goal of hitting 30. And so I'm just like, wow, it works. And she didn't even have to, just some few little Ayurvedic exchanges. And she's like, wow, I had no clue. So yeah, it's really every call is an uplift to me because I'm getting to actually do what I wanted to do, which is help people. That's what we go into nursing for. It just wasn't really happening at the bedside the way I had envisioned it. So
Yeah, exactly. So cool that you're able to help people on this level that, we couldn't do as bedside nurses. So it's just incredible to see how you're able to change people's lives in this way and so many cool experiences that your clients are having. I love that. Thank you for sharing.
yeah.
That's incredible. And we'd love to hear kind of how you feel now compared to when you first started working with us.
I would say if I had to put it in one word, empowerment. Like I feel empowered. You come in, from this world of kind of negative belief, even if you don't personally have it, everyone around you does, whether our loved ones mean to or not, they can sometimes shoot our dreams down by just
Yeah.
making comments like, are you sure? Are you, you've got a good paying job and all this, but, and then you get into the program and you start to have also the added benefit of all the other wonderful women that are marching forward with their passion, and you're seeing them get results and you're seeing them make progress and change people's lives, and then you have that happen for yourself and you just continue and don't let the negativity creep back in. You know that there's going to be ups and downs, but it's continuing to go up, up, up. And so I would say that, yeah, empowered is the way I feel now, and I didn't have that a year ago. So
That's incredible. Yeah, I love how empowered you feel, and the women in our academy are just incredible. I love that you've been able to create such awesome relationships and friendships within, and all the collaborations and everything that are happening. It's just awesome to see all the support and love within our tribe. So that's very cool. We'd love to hear, what is your favorite part about coaching?
oh my gosh, I would say the ability to develop relationships. And for me, a big word of that is intimacy. I'm a big believer in like the need for that closeness and human connection. And we can't do it as nurses. Everything is too quick. We've got to move on to charting and the next patient and all that. And with coaching, you're developing these very deep relationships. And I had a birthday last week and I got this like handmade card with a
Oh,
poem in it from a client, and I was just like, it made me cry. I was so
oh,
emotional. It's truly the connections and the relationships, and that is what moves the ball oftentimes in people's lives, whether you're trying to lose weight or get healthy or grow your business. You need somebody to believe in you during a time where you may not have that belief yet. And it's like we can borrow that from our coach, and now people are borrowing that from me. And when they tell me at the end of a call, wow, you really pumped me up, or they text me afterwards and they're like, I feel so good, or even if it's not a day we had a call, and they always can reach out to me in my programs. That's just one of my offerings, and they'll reach out to me and be like, I'm bummed, and I'm able to boost them and keep them going. And it's just, that's such a payoff, knowing that I'm truly helping people. And that's what I love about it, this relationships.
yeah,
So
absolutely. Yeah, it's huge. The relationships, the intimacy that we can really help people on such a deeper level than so superficially as bedside nurses, for sure. And it's just so cool to see what you're creating and what you're doing. We'd love to hear your favorite part of the academy so far.
oh my gosh, that's a lot. There's a lot. I love I love the fact that we have access to you. That's so important. I love the fact that, and it was an inspiration to me that we did have access to you on a daily basis, through the chat and everything, and also the other women's, because sometimes they have the answer too. So that constant connection was a huge, big thing for me. Even just knowing it's there, like a security blanket, I can always find you guys. And the mastermind portal, of course, is, a ridiculous vault of resources. When I say that in the best way,
Yeah.
because I'm all about resources. I just love paper. Just give me all the papers. I like to be able to collect this stuff. And then with all the explanations on how to do anything, how do I run a master class, and how do I build a group on Facebook, all the different things in there, that answers the questions, and also stands to be a guide to empower us to not always have to find somebody to fix our problem, but to learn and to grow, so that when you come out the other side of this, we're not dependent, we are independent and empowered. And so all those resources were awesome. And then of course our live calls were, amazingly helpful too, for boosting morale, getting answers, all of that. So
Awesome. I love it. Yeah. I'm super proud of you for attending so many live calls. Like, it's so awesome to see how you've grown and how you were always willing to ask questions. And I love that you have enjoyed the chat thread so much, just being able to have that connection and just feeling so empowered with the resources, with the other women and just everything about it. So I'm so happy to hear that. That's really awesome. And we would love to hear kind of where you see yourself and your business going from here. What is your vision?
wow. Well, my vision is always has to be reined in, because it's always like a multi vision. I really feel like I have this desire to take either the YouTube presence a little more, because I feel like my skill is in presentation, and that, or I've kind of considered starting a podcast because I like to speak. So I think it'll be in one of those two areas. I want to keep growing my group and growing my presence on Facebook and Instagram. And maybe even venture into some of the shorter, like on TikTok, little short videos, that I've kind of dabbled with that, and that seems to get some responses. So just continuing to do what you've already taught me, and just blossoming it into greater and greater levels. So
Awesome. I love that. Yeah, just continuing to blossom and bloom and grow to multiple platforms. That'll be so cool to see you on YouTube and starting a podcast, and so easy to do them at the same time. So that'll be really cool to be able to, upload multiple places and just be able to reach even more people. So I'm really excited for where you're headed. And I'm just so proud of you for everything that you've done. Can you share how people can get in touch with you if they'd like to reach out about your coaching?
yes. So my profile on Facebook is Jennifer Brookby, same handle on Instagram. And then my group on Facebook is Habits and Homeopathy for Holistic Health. So those are the best ways right now to get in touch with me. And I also have a website, that I built myself.
Woohoo!
So that's holistichomeopathics.com. So anyways, yeah, I would love to hear from every viewer and see how I can help. And you get a customized program from me. So
I love it. Yeah, it's so amazing. Well, congratulations on all of your success, Jennifer. It is such an honor working with you and such a privilege. And I'm just so proud of everything that you're doing.
well, thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your patience and your wisdom and just all of your optimism, big part of it. So thank you so much.
Yes, you're so welcome. Thanks so much for sharing today.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.